Perfect.
Welcome back to episode 2 of Same Mom, Different Dads. As you can see, we are in some good company today. Who's this down the couch? Everyone say hello to Kandy Muse, aka Star Quality.
Ooh, the Grand Dame Diva, her fucking self.
Ooh, okay.
We're starting, but who are you?
I'm Coty.
And I'm Julian. Okay.
I think they know that if they tuned into this podcast before.
But you never know.
No, they know.
No, they know.
The girls know.
Like the girls know. I saw the traction on Twitter that one time.
Okay, you know what? Too soon. Now, let's get back to you. For all of our guests, we like to ask, what's your astrological big three?
You know, when you asked me the big three earlier, I thought you meant like your pop divas.
Okay.
I was like, I'm Ariana Grande. No, I'm a double Scorpio Leo.
Ooh.
November 3rd. Yeah. Just as intense as it sounds.
Yeah.
Very.
You guys,
That's kind of why I like you so much.
oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Now to get the ball rolling, we like to start off with some this or that questions as a little icebreaker, and starting with a chopped cheese or pizza.
Honestly, right now, neither.
Oh, okay.
No, let me tell you, I'm on my healthy shit. So, honestly, what I do now...
Weight Watchers?
Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
Medication.
Anyways. He was barely touching the guac and chips. So.
No, you know, now when I go to the deli, I don't drink, like, sodas or juices anymore. I love cut up fruits, specifically the watermelons. They're so, like, refreshing. Yeah.
I like pineapple.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Pineapple?
Yeah, because, pineapple also, it help you...
It make that nut taste good.
Exactly, yeah.
And let me tell you, ever since I've been eating a lot of fruits.
She been tasting... The candy got a little sweeter?
Hi, Julian.
Anyways, submissive or dominant?
Okay, I think we're talking about in bed or in life?
Bed. And then you can say in life.
I think in bed I'm a bit more dominant, but it also depends. Because if the guy's bigger than me, like 6 whatever, and I feel like dainty little woman, then I'm like, okay.
Aren't you like 6 something?
I'm 5'11". Relax. But besides, dominant, it depends. Because I can be a bit shy sometimes and a bit timid.
Oh, really? Okay.
But like if it's a reoccurring thing, like the same hookup or same guy, oh, baby, I'm all balls to the balls.
What about life?
I think in life I'm definitely more dominant, and anyone that knows me, I'm assertive when it comes to getting what I want.
I would agree.
No.
Next question.
Is you.
Spit or lube?
Ooh, well, I am from the islands, so
Island gal.
I wasn't mutilated in the Americas, so I can use either or. Although sometimes you don't have time to grab lube, but then you feel bad for the bottom because, baby, let me tell you, I know if I was taking stuff up my rear end, I need lots of lube.
Lube, baby, lube.
No, I don't
I'm not the professional.
You know what do you
yeah.
use? You lube or spit?
Spit.
Oh, she nasty like that.
Okay. Yeah. One of my friends was
Wait,
being
hold
real
on.
graphic.
Spit like you taking it up the ass with spit?
I'll give it with spit, but I won't take it with spit.
Right. That's
yeah.
What's the question?
when you're getting fucked. Are you,
You have to put that finger away.
are you getting fucked with spit or lube?
That is confidential.
So spit. She's a nasty little bitch.
Do you prefer an Airbnb or a hotel?
Oh my God. You know, I just saw this today on Twitter. People were talking about Airbnb over hotels. It depends. If it's a big group outside of the country, like if we're going to Mexico or something, an Airbnb.
I agree.
If it's just like if I'm coming to LA, a hotel. Mm-hmm. It just really depends on the occasion and the location.
Definitely if it's like 3 or more people, like maybe like Airbnb. Yeah.
100%.
I like Airbnb. It's just because like it's the more privacy.
Yeah, well, especially like if you stay at a hotel that has a key card to go up to the room, then you can't really bring a hookup over because then you have to like go down and get them. And, like,
That is OD. Going to
is
the
that?
lobby to pick somebody up.
well, let me tell you, when you're picking a location to stay at, are you not thinking like, okay, how is the trade gonna get in? I am.
What was your first thought?
Well, anytime, I travel a lot for work, so anytime, I'm always like, look, keep me at the Marriott, because the Marriotts, most of them, you don't need a key card to go upstairs. Although the trick is, leave the key card in the bushes.
Not you going downstairs to plant this shit. But the last one is Janet or Madonna.
I'm gonna say, oh God, I'm gonna say Madonna.
Okay.
Only because, I mean, to be fair, I grew up listening to neither of them. I grew up Mormon, so I wasn't like listening to Janet or Madonna. I came.
This is news to me. We could touch on that later.
Yeah, I became acquainted to them as later on in my life, and at that point, I'm also someone that like takes forever to get into music. So like,
Well, you was feeling that Billie Eilish.
oh, the Billie Eilish slaps.
Yeah, you caught that Billie Eilish really quick. But I mean, reason why we say Janet or Madonna is because we just recently went to the Janet concert, and it was
Everything.
It was everything and more, and it was like a full circle moment from our childhood because
Yeah.
it was like the All For You tour was our first concert with our mom. So we went with our mom again, and it was our niece's like first big arena concert.
Oh, that's so cute. And her mic was on.
The
And her mic was on.
Turned all the way up.
You know that knob, we get a lot, she was loose. Yeah,
Not too much.
But I love the Whispering Queen all day. But she was still dancing her ass off.
I have seen footage, and to me, she's what? Almost
58.
She's
58.
58. To me, people don't realize touring is such a grueling thing. I've had the pleasure of touring arenas as well this past year.
Right.
And the performing for a big audience like that and doing it consecutively, and being on I don't know if she's on a tour bus. I'm sure she flies private everywhere. But being on a tour bus and doing it's a lot of fucking work. And at that age, not saying that 60-year-olds can't be fierce like that, but
Right.
the body wears, it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like this may be like one of her last tours where she's actually like moving as much. But who knows?
Yeah, I feel like this might. Yeah, we're getting to the point to where she's not gonna be able to like dance as hard. But
Shit, you never know, because is Madonna the same age as her?
No, Madonna's like, I think she's almost 70.
And she's on her tour giving it. So
With a
you never
BBL?
know.
With a BBL.
oh my gosh,
She have BBL?
Yes. Have you not seen it?
I don't like to comment on women's bodies.
I'm gonna let you have that one.
oh my gosh, we were out and about this weekend, like LA Pride weekend. It kind of gave.
Girl, wake it up, because it's so funny. Here in LA, I did not realize it was LA Pride, and also having two prides back to back is
ridiculous.
crazy.
It's
ridiculous.
taxing.
It's taxing, exactly. Girl, it's insane. But bitch, I had a time this weekend.
Okay, we was at the pool. We went to the pool, WeHo, every day. Oh, that was one day. But
We did a lot one day. But I think for me, Pride is so fun because everyone is just faggotry out to 100. Bitch.
Yes,
Everyone's happy to be here.
yes.
Everyone's happy to be gay. Everyone's happy to be alive and happy to be doing drugs and drinks and having a good old time. And I know. And and then all the hot men come.
Oh,
from
the
all over the world,
visitors.
the visitors.
Visitors.
Yeah.
Well, y'all was doing all this stuff without me though. So
we saw you last night.
yeah, last night was pretty crazy.
I saw you last night when you was up on different.
Well, who?
You know what's so crazy when you out and about and you're like, yeah, this is my man's. And then you look over and your man's is at the bar hooking up with someone else. You're like, oh shit.
First of all, I don't hook up at the bar.
Oh.
It's making out and almost fingering someone, not hooking up with them.
See, you know what?
Clock that T,
I
clock that
forgot
T,
to
look
give
it
you, I
up.
forgot to give you the disclaimer. Keep it in pocket. Keep it in pocket. Anyway, moving on.
Better watch
before
them
you
B
say
words.
something.
And we are back. Technical difficulties, but
But we were left off, we were talking about Ariana Grande and the surprise cameos from Brandy and Monica.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually the 26th anniversary of The Boy Is Mine.
My favorite story about the boys' mind is when when Monica punched Brandy in the
I knew
face
you were gonna say that.
before they went out on the stage.
Do you think?
Do you think it happened?
You know that happened for like.
I think it definitely happened. There's people that were there that have said it happened.
Okay. Anyway.
And also, if someone is saying that I got punched in the face and it didn't happen, I would have came out and be like, that did not happen. But she can't deny it because it happened.
That is such a good point. I hate.
You know?
But I need to check out the video because I haven't watched it yet.
Girl, Brandy looks pissed in the performance.
No, I'm
The
talking
VMA.
about the Ariana Grande video.
Oh, sorry.
I've
Yeah.
seen the video. She ate. Let's move on.
Also, you had Joe from You, and
He's in it.
yes,
Oh.
and it's funny because she's pursuing him.
Oh, okay.
So there were some cute little
Yeah.
nods in there. Little Easter, what do they call Easter eggs?
That's cute. I'll check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll play that on the iPad.
Okay, and then we were scrolling the gram and we came across a video of Laomi saying that she's disappointed that Beyonce didn't have any femme queens in the Renaissance tour.
This was recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I just saw Laomi the other day. We were at a premiere for House on Fire, this new show. And honestly, listen, I'm not involved in ballroom. I grew up with ballroom. My drag mother, Aja, is involved in ballroom. And obviously, I go to OTA in New York, and I support the ballroom community when I can and stuff. But, if a femme queen herself is telling you, like, I'm disappointed that she didn't have femme queens and she only had cis gay boys, then she has every right to feel that way.
I totally agree.
Her culture, it's their life. Like, ballroom is their life, And while I do think it's amazing that Beyonce gave a platform to the ballroom community in general, I think the trans community's kind of always being like left behind. And it's like, all right. But again, Beyonce had a visual choice as to who she wanted to see, and it's her show.
Right.
There you go.
Her show, her say, but I totally agree with Laomi, like
100%.
With how femme queens are such a pivotal piece in ballroom. So like to have that missing element.
Pieces, yeah.
Not only in ballroom, but just in gay culture in general.
Oh, for sure. I mean, LGBT, baby. All the letters. In Pride, we kind of like focus on gay.
The G. Lot. People forget about the T a lot, know?
And we love the T girls.
The G. Girl, there's a G on it.
You got to be careful after that G, because after that G, it could go anywhere with y'all.
All right. Something else that was on the timeline. Let's make some noise for our girl Tinashe.
Ooh.
She
Absolutely.
debuted her first solo entry on the Billboard Hot 100. I think it came in at number 90 with Nasty, and it's been like viral for the past couple weeks. We've been on the Tinashe train for a really long time already.
Yeah.
Do you like the song?
Yeah, I think the song is great. Anytime it comes on, we're all doing the little the nasty girl.
Right.
Dance.
Are you a nasty girl?
I'm a fucking.
You know what?
disgusting
You know what I want to know? Is somebody gonna match my freak?
Have you guys ever met somebody who matched your freak
Baby all the time.
Yeah.
in the Marriotts?
In the very or the parties that me and Coty go to all the time.
Hey, and can we
my God.
run
Just
that
pull-
back
we went to some
again?
pool
You and
party.
Cody. You and Cody. Yeah.
Okay. My
I'm
sister.
not
And then
I'm not there.
and then when you show up last minute, you
Okay.
too. So remember that one time I walked into the bathroom and you was in the back of the Abbey?
Why are you lying?
Right.
Back to matching freak and being nasty with Tinashe.
Good for. Also,
Like-
I'm actually introducing Tinashe in New York City at Lakerland Festival, happening in like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Send her my regards.
Yeah.
I will. I'll let her know.
We
Yeah.
love Tinashe over here.
Like ever since like her song, like it went viral and it's been a little more of a resurgence for her. I saw that her monthly listeners on Spotify increased by 4 million.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Shit.
Right? So the
Good for her.
power of social media and going viral.
Well, especially nowadays, and I don't think people realize like being an artist is such a lucrative industry.
Especially when you do it yourself, like how she's doing it independently.
Yeah.
Like she owns her music, she produces her music. So the way that she's doing it, it's and the way that other independent artists do it, it could be lucrative, especially with like the deals that you could get, like brand deals.
Child, yeah.
So yeah, independent is the way to go.
Oh my gosh. Now, clinkety clank. Some people have been getting arrested lately, and we are so glad that
Not
Trump that Trump is one of them. Guilty on all charges. But what gagged me even more out of some of these people being arrested was Nicki Minaj.
That gagged me.
Going to
And
jail
it was
Trump.
her live stream for me.
It was the live
with the door closing.
Why did the door close? That was a major moment on Twitter, aka X, and it was really interesting trying to figure out what was actually taking place. Like there was like pre-rolls and weed, but I really feel like they were just trying to stop her bag.
Oh, down.
AKA racist.
Absolutely. I think they took advantage of a moment and were like, we're gonna make an example out of you. And it's like, girl, just let the girl go.
Do you think she still should have performed though? Because she canceled that.
I think they said she tried to do anything in her possible right to perform, but you know what? I also don't know what it's like to be arrested, so I don't know.
You've never been arrested? You've never been put in cuffs?
Maybe. But, you know, I can't imagine how shaken up she must have been and how scared. You never know, especially in a foreign country. So I can't imagine the nerves that she had coming out of that. And sometimes you need a moment to recover, and I don't blame her for not performing.
I got put in
sucks
cuffs
for the fans because, you know, some people fly out and plan for months.
They were in the stadium.
Yeah, but
I got put in cuffs one night, and then Julian, I forgot what he did, but he was.
I didn't do anything. I was just like, suck that shit up. I've been
Like-
put in handcuffs before too.
Like I was shaken up, and he said some insensitive shit, and then I started crying.
He was crying. You were crying
After.
before
No,
I
I
said.
wasn't.
Yes, you were, Coty.
No, I wasn't.
Yes,
I
you
cried
were.
after.
No, I've been put in handcuffs on the side of the road, and I was just like, okay, well, whatever happens, happens. Like
Being a black man in America.
right? But you was crying. Like,
Exactly.
girl, get over that.
That's my experience. Now, so switching gears to this season of All Stars. What are we thinking? Who are we watching?
I think the show is great. No, I'm kidding. I'm Team Gottmik. I'm Team Vanjie all the way. That's my girls. I think it's great. Again, non-elimination could be a bit tricky, but I think overall, some of the girls are turning it on the runway. Plastique and Mick are fucking killing it on the runway.
Plastique is really killing it on the runway. Yes,
I heard a rumor that she spent $250K on her package, and let me tell you, it shows.
It shows.
It's a lot of money. I don't know if I could bring myself to spend that much on a package for Drag Race, but bitch, it shows.
How much have you spent?
On 13, I spent close to like 25 grand.
Oh, really?
And then on All Stars, it was close to like 50 grand. Because people can be like, oh, well, it doesn't look that expensive. You don't realize how, not only fabric, but you're also paying for labor.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's so many pieces.
There's a lot of pieces that go into it. And
Yeah.
drag is not cheap, so.
If you could put together an All-Star season, what would that look like for you? Who's on it?
Like a cast? Okay.
Yes.
I would have put myself, Vanjie, Mick.
Clock that T. Me first.
I would put Roxy in there. I would put Naomi Smalls.
Ooh.
I don't know. My cast will consist of girls that would have a fun time in the workroom. I would put Naysha Lopez. I would put Jessica Wilde. I would put Kahana Montrese, Monica Beverly Hills, because we would be cutting up in the workroom.
Oh,
that was the
definitely.
one thing I wish All Stars 8 wasn't elimination season, because the way all the brown girls, me, Naysha, Kahana, Monica, were just keying, like having a good old fucking time in the workroom. And then obviously they all started going home one at a time. So
Oh, damn.
Well, to be completely honest, I had never like really watched Drag Race until you, because like we're coming up on like 4 years now that we've known you, and we first. We first met you during the fucking pandemic. Y'all had a Halloween party.
Not us linking up when we shouldn't have.
Not too much. Not too much.
What you mean not too much? Y'all had a pandemic party for Halloween.
We ain't had no pandemic party.
Gays over COVID.
But it was.
Everyone was tested. You know how the gays be like, we all tested before.
Everyone was tested and isolated 3 days before.
Right. Period.
Well, to be fair, by this point, the pandemic had slowed down. Like some things were open. We started going back out. It was when it was like 50% capacity.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Before y'all get crazy, I say I was a super spreader.
But it was dope, like meeting you for the first time, and
that's where y'all saw me get my first tattoo.
Oh yeah. But also, I just want to like kind of touch on the fact that like we initially didn't meet you in drag or like as drag.
I don't even think I had filmed Drag Race, but it wasn't aired yet.
Yeah. And so like, I feel like for me, I kind of know you more personally.
Yeah, well,
and I feel like I get a different side. I get a different side from you than Coty does.
Well, yeah. Oh yes.
Anyways, but y'all hang out, like y'all are always turning up, and then like when I'm with you, like we're always like having a little bit more deeper conversation.
Yeah.
Are you calling me shallow?
No, I'm just saying that's how it happened. But anyway, back to the
just because
party.
She met me when I was wearing an orange wig does not mean.
Oh, let me tell you, y'all. I had a Halloween party and everyone came in costumes. I did not know them. I don't even know who invited you guys to the party.
Brandon.
Brandon. So my best friend Brandon, used to follow Coty on Instagram, and it must have been like a thirst follow or something because I don't even know how they would even come across each other. So Coty showed up with Julian, and Coty was dressed as Kim Possible in a black crop top. In fact, was it these pants?
It was not these pants, but it was some green cargo pants.
Orange wig, and then Julian showed up as a spaceman.
No, I was Mace from the Mo Money More Problems video.
She was dressed like a fucking tinfoil.
And
it was cute. And he had a nasty ass attitude that night.
Stop it. So that was such a lie.
She was a cheerleader.
You was the one going around the house. I want to fight.
Y'all were rowdy. We were like, they were rowdy. Let's go back.
I got into a fight that night too, huh? With Brandon.
Yes. Oh
yeah.
My
That's when I
gosh.
left the house that night.
Weekend antics the whole weekend.
But then y'all came back the next day and we chilled at the pool. Tina was there. We were doing tattoos in the house and shit.
There was a vibe. Even like New York for my birthday, like.
We gave her Pride.
And Pride, yeah, that was everything. When we stayed with Brandon, and Julian got a little comfortable at Brandon's house.
That's when Julian was fucking in the living room. And that's crazy. I'm gonna let you have that one.
On an air mattress.
It's okay, listen, that boy got a big ass dick, bitch. I've seen his Twitter.
Oh my god, I didn't know he got down like that.
You thought I was gonna come out here and do what?
I know what you came out here to do. You came out here to lie.
Lie
and stir the pot. Anyway, but it like going to Pride, like I just want to pat myself on the back because I kept up with y'all.
You kept up. At one point, you were. I battled him. You were falling asleep. But you know what?
I'm gonna give it to you. Baby on Candy's lap.
It was almost like 6 a.m. So I'm gonna let you have that one.
We left together because you couldn't hang either. You was tapping out.
To be fair, we left together because I thought we was gonna go fuck.
And then me and Brandon went to the Kiki, little basement Kiki.
But I feel like what I appreciate.
She went to the Kiki. I remember that.
And you went home to go to sleep.
Right.
But what I appreciate about like that experience in New York was how, I guess, like community based you guys are out there. I feel like on the West Coast, like we are community based, but it's just like so like siloed and like in its own little corner. Like you got to have your own clique out here. But in New York, like you guys really did welcome us.
Oh no,
like,
in New York it's very like that because when we all, especially in nightlife, it's the same people. Yeah, New York is a mecca of like travelers where people come in a rotation of like visitors and stuff. But it's the same people in nightlife out and about, and you all kind of know each other. You kind of just like, bring each other in. Yeah. So we always welcome like visitors.
Yeah, I feel like LA, you don't get that, just because there's so many people that aren't from here,
Right.
and when you
And they all just trying to like move up.
I guess, but I don't know. I really fucked with New York. Are you moving out here? Didn't you say you were
I was gonna move out here, and then I don't know. Every time I come to LA, I'm just like, I can't.
You happy with
I love New
temporary?
York too much,
Oh my
but
God.
I consider myself bicoastal because I come here a lot for work. And I don't know. Maybe at some point when I'm like over New York, once like
You're gonna have to move out here.
once I get
Somebody book her on a show so she can stay out here.
No, he's looking at me.
Yeah, Julian, no. Once I got a ring on my finger.
Sidebar. So is it he, she, they, them, her, his?
He, she. I don't really mind. I call everyone girl and she.
Same.
But he, she. I don't really care, to be honest. As long as I'm not a thing.
Or it.
Or it.
Oh my gosh. Well, you are, speaking of community, like the mother of a house.
It's a little cold in here, huh?
Oh, you want us to turn down the air?
Please. Who's gonna get a
Well,
No one's gonna do it.
Thank you, Coty. You know, because my as a performer.
He can say she. He can say right there.
Julian want to act up now in front of everyone.
You've been acting up this whole time.
Y'all don't even know the way Julian be touching me. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Anyways, let's keep it moving.
I wonder who's the top and who's the bottom out of you two. But she knows. I was saying the House of Muse, and well, shout out to Tsunami.
Yes.
Yes.
We love Tsunami. She represents for the urban girls.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you throwing shots.
No, I'm not. She really does.
No, we're
She
not.
did Brandy one night, and I was gagged.
No.
She always does some good like
Nicki.
an R&B and hip hop and everything.
She's very smart and well thought out.
Yes.
And she will serve a fucking look. She looks good
She looks
every
good.
time you see her.
Yeah.
The first time I met her, I was like, "Is your name Cyclone?"
Julie says Cyclone.
Not
That shit
Cyclone,
was
that's
so,
a cut, though.
that shit was so funny.
I live Cyclone Muse.
Oh my gosh. Now, it's crazy that my parents have your phone number because of a specific event that happened one night. We all went to precinct and then we just like parted ways. And then next thing I know, I'm getting calls of people telling me.
No, girl, let me tell you how that story
missing.
went. We went out that night?
We went out that
We
night.
went out that
were
night,
at
okay.
precinct. All of us were there, right?
I wasn't. No.
Oh yeah. It was just.
Wait, no, I wasn't. No.
I had an early call time the next morning to be in full drag on set for something. I don't remember what it was. So we went out the night before, and Coty broke away with a friend.
Yeah.
Speak on it.
Hate on it. Clark got tea. And
I got invited to an afties.
He got invited to an afties. His car was parked somewhere else. His phone was dead. It had been a few hours, and it had been like. It had been like
It was like all day.
It had been a whole day, and no one has heard from Coty. His car is still parked somewhere.
My location was at a hotel.
His location was at a hotel, not answering. And at this point, it's like 2 a.m. It's like late, and Julian is calling me, asking me, do I know where Coty is? Coty's parents are calling me, asking me, do I know where Coty is?
The fact that Cody's dad has to call you Candy, like a grown ass man.
Right. And I'm over here and I'm calling my friends on the East Coast. I'm like, oh my God, Cody's fucking dead. Like, Cody's definitely dead.
Right.
He's not answering.
And then they're calling me. I get voicemails. They're like, I've never heard Candy this scared before. Where are you?
And long and behold, the bitch turned her phone on at some point. Was it that night or the
It
next
was like
morning?
2 o'clock in the morning. The next.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I woke up. I fell asleep and I woke up and I turned my phone on. And then next thing I know, I'm just getting an influx of calls. Like my mom and Julian are like crying. Julian was walking the streets of West Hollywood.
Literally asking have you seen my brother?
Julian was walking to Hollywood looking for Trey.
And isn't that terrible? Isn't that terrible that if I go missing, the first thought is to go to the streets of WeHo?
Girl.
They said she's strung
I would
out.
have gone to Trunks. I'm like, where's Coty? No, and then the crazy part about it is that I was let me tell you something. I have my RIP post ready to go.
You one day you were like, I got my picture with somebody. It was like just in case, you know.
Oh, okay.
do that.
I do it. I take photos of all my friends for the day. We all gotta die at some point. The day someone dies, I got my RIP post ready to go, and the caption is, "I'm numb. I can't believe this. I'm speechless.
It's ridiculous.
Bring her back.
Heaven couldn't wait for you."
Oh my god.
But our mom
Bring
really
her back.
loves you. I remember like one night you were out here and
Oh yeah, mom's a dumb ass bitch. She came out to when we were doing hard serve at Heart.
At Heart.
Yeah.
And she was getting on the popping at the
She
VIP.
was in the VIP.
In the VIP with all the gays. All the gays.
It was like a level 10 energy, and she was keeping up.
I live for someone that can hang.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, shout out to the mom of Same Mom, Different Dads. But if I'm not mistaken, you also have a mother that is like in the LGBT.
Yes, I got two mothers, two little lesbian mothers.
Okay, pause. Earlier, I was trying to explain to Julian how you have.
Oh Lord,
you have two gay mothers.
he was like, "Well, how was he
And
born?"
the math equations were floating around his head. He was like,
in vitro. No, I'm kidding. No, before my mother got with her wife, my mother was married to my father. They were very young. They were like 16, 17 back in the Dominican Republic. You know, things were different then. And then my mother had me at 17. And then fast forward a few years later, when she lived in New York, she got with my stepmom and her wife now. Yeah, it's been like 25 years.
oh wow.
do you feel like that, like you being who you are, that's like made your connection and your relationship like
Oh, we are.
different but like better?
Oh no, we're like best friends. We're also like 17 years apart. So like she understands me, and I don't think I would be who I am today if it wasn't for my upbringing. Because I was the first child, I was able to get away with a lot, and be a badass little child, and which carried out into my adulthood. But I was also able to be free and follow the career path that I wanted to follow without thinking twice about it.
That's amazing. That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's why I am where I am now,
Yeah.
honestly. Because a lot of parents, you know, you can be gay, but don't be too gay,
Yeah.
you know, because they don't want people talking, and then you're stuck. Oh, you're out of the closet, but not really, because you're trying to like not step on your parents' toes.
Yeah.
Right. And you're trying to like, that's like part of the reason why we had to move out. Like, not like had to,
No,
but
yeah,
I mean,
let's
but,
clear that up because
Not too
you
much.
might have had to move out.
well, I needed to be the young gay man that I wanted to be.
Yeah,
And in my mama's
absolutely.
house, like that was not going to happen. I felt like I had to, you know, be respectful with the things. So I couldn't like dress a certain way or
And
come
that's
in at a
fair,
certain
you know?
hour. And yeah, because I'm living in somebody else's house.
I think mom found like a jock strap of yours.
Oh, she said.
What is
Faggot.
it?
Ooh.
What did she say? He got
Queen.
underwear with the back out. I was like, I don't know nothing about that.
But
No.
why are you going through my shit?
Right. Clock that tea. You know, I have friends in New York who aren't out to their parents and who live their gay life when we go out and stuff, but aren't out to their parents. And I'm like,
That sounds stressful.
it's stressful because they want to be free, but sometimes not having acceptance from your parents can be a lot for people. I think that if I'm not opposed to divorcing your family if they don't accept you.
Yeah.
And I think if my family didn't accept me, I would absolutely divorce them.
I'm here for divorcing anybody, especially
Oh, yeah.
like family. Not even just like for sexuality things, but just like, you know,
The toxicity.
Yeah,
Or
like-
I already say that word.
Toxicity.
Toxicity.
Yeah.
Toxicity, yes.
we gonna
One
put
more
the
time.
subtitles up.
Yeah, I'll fuck you up.
Closed caption. Being that you're like so steadfast in your being and like who you are, for me, like I know I get a lot of flack for coming off as like arrogant, and like I don't know, but yeah, that was the perfect moment for that. What do you think
Right?
accounts for you being so unapologetic of like who you are?
Oh,
and,
not
like,
giving a fuck.
How did you like come to that?
Growing up, I had a very I grew up in the South Bronx, which is not the most progressive place on earth when it comes to being gay. It's really the trenches, or what used to be, not anymore. And in school, you know, being bullied and kind of growing up really fast, you kind of just start to not give a fuck. At some point, you have to look in the mirror and be like, I don't really give a shit what anyone has to say about me. Because at the end of the day, whether I do great or bad, excuse me, you're always going to have something to say. So why care?
Right.
And as I grew older, I just realized I really do not care what people have to say about me. And then once I got on TV, I started to give a fuck a little bit when, you know, you're trending on Twitter for 48 hours about how everyone hates you. And then you think to yourself, well, people are going to have their opinions. I don't.
That's so true because we had a trending moment on Twitter for like.
I remember. That's why I didn't come on season 1.
She was like, I'm not going on the podcast. Are y'all canceled?
But what was really like a gag-worthy moment was like, I feel like you saw what was happening. And you're like, oh, they're talking about their podcast. And like you tweeted, but then you deleted the tweet.
Yeah. Listen, I've learned this quickly. You can't fight people's battles for them. You know? And once I started getting drunk, I said, girls. No,
I'm removing my endorsement.
Right. Well, you know what? You in life, you have to have a little bit of controversy to start to get it on the popping, set it off. You know,
you sure do.
Honestly, it just gets really annoying when stuff like that happens when it's completely not true.
No, that's the crazy part.
Yeah, that's what like really got to me when we got.
Well, here's the thing: people are gonna create their own narratives, whether you want it or not, whether you like it or not. You know, people.
And then if you defend yourself, you look like you're doing the most.
Oh yeah,
like, you look like.
Well, you're never gonna win. That's the thing. People tell me all the time when I don't do this anymore, but back then, like during season 13, when I would argue with people online. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, why are you fighting back? And it's like, well, why the fuck can I not defend myself?
That's how I feel.
Oh my God, that's
like,
what everybody was saying. They were like, oh, well, it's not worth responding. Like, don't respond. It's like, how would you feel
then you
if
soon
people
come
were
to realize
I mean,
it's
like,
not worth it, but
it's not worth it. But shit, every once in a while, you might want to throw a little something into it because why do I have to take the high road?
Oh, the other day, I tweeted something because they were making fun of someone's. They were making fun of Eureka's hygiene on Twitter. And I tweeted, I was like, it is something real evil to sit on Twitter and make fun of someone's hygiene. Like, if the bitch stinks, tell her she stinks and move on. I'm not saying she does. I'm just saying. But to make it a whole joke and an ongoing thing on Twitter, I say y'all corny for that. That shit is evil as fuck, bitch, because y'all sit here and preach mental health. Now the bitch kills herself because of all the shit, because the bitch can't handle all the hate online, then you feel bad.
Right.
So people were attacking me. Oh, I had time. I said, there was someone that tweeted me, and it was a photo of him and his dog and his profile. I said, fuck the ugliest dog you holding. I got time today. I'm off. Who want it? I said, if you're coming for me, make sure you don't have an RIP in your bio. Bitch, because your dead grandmother and you are catching straight. People are like, oh, well, you can talk about people's dead relatives, so we can't talk about no one's hygiene. Yeah, bitch. Yeah.
Pretty much. But I will say, Twitter, they're a little too mean to J-Lo now.
Not just Twitter. When they created TikTok, that was the start. That's where the downfall of J-Lo. But you know what? She doesn't help her case either.
She does not. She absolutely does not.
When
because being someone
stairs,
from New York, like, do you know the orange drink?
I think she was talking about the little quarter waters. It's a little. They have them in orange, green, blue. The little.
The punch?
The little
with the foil on it?
With the foil. And it tastes like
we used to drink those.
Like nasty.
Yeah. It tastes like high fucking fructose corn syrup.
So you've had her sandwich then, right? That she said she had.
What was it she said?
I don't know. It was like
she said a bagel or something. On a roll.
I love a ham and cheese on a roll. I think people would be trying to. Also, I think people forget J-Lo grew up in New York in the 80s. You know, it was different. So maybe she was running around crazy with her hair out in the Bronx. I don't know.
Why would she claim running around with her hair like that?
That's crazy.
Girl, why are you not coming in?
I mean, same.
She really has given us so many iconic moments growing up, and it's just crazy to completely turn on her, and she didn't
But that's
do
how,
anything.
That's how the world is. One day they love you, and the next day they don't. And this is why the entertainment business is so difficult, because your income depends on your likability. Granted, J-Lo, she's been, she's
she
chill.
does,
But for anyone else, they like you today, they hate you tomorrow. And then it's like, oh, now everyone hates you. And then they like you again. It's
really fucking.
I wonder if I wonder what J-Lo feels. Because she has to know.
Yeah.
I mean, she just canceled her fucking tour.
But also, there are like a lot of stories of how people claim that like they've been mistreated by her. Like,
well, see, then
been rude.
if you're a rude, nasty person, then you deserve to be.
You get your karma back.
Life is like a boomerang.
Right?
It's coming back to you. Now, when did you know you wanted to play dress up?
Well, I started watching Drag Race when I was in the 9th grade. In 2009, it was season 1. And then it wasn't until after high school I started doing drag for a little bit. I quit, and then I started watching Drag Race again. And I was like, well, I can do this, but better. And then I got into it. And it all happened really quick. And honestly, within 5 years, I was doing 6 nights a week in New York City.
Word.
And then Drag Race happened, and here we are. I think I've been doing drag now for almost a decade. So
wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever pulled trade in drag?
Oh, I don't like to have sex in drag. I've only given head in drag once, and it was at a New Year's Eve party.
Did you keep the wig on?
Oh, twice.
Did you have
it
the
was
wig on?
one, yes, of course. Once in New Year's Eve in New York, and then Daddy Issues here in LA. Remember that party, Daddy Issues, thrown by Hollywood? Yeah, when it was at the Lash.
At the Lash. You flipped that skirt up.
Bitch, I came down because they had an Airbnb upstairs for the performers, or where I was staying at, and I came down with no makeup on. No makeup on.
Looking like a clown.
And let me tell you something. He never booked me again.
No.
Well, I mean, go away from the sescapades.
You wanna?
No, I want to know. Have you ever been in love?
Oh my God, I'm in love every day. I'm in love right now.
Get your hand off of me? Have you ever been in love?
Yeah. Have you been in love?
No, I haven't.
You've never been in love?
I've been in love.
When I love hard.
I feel like
Same.
when I do get in love, I will definitely love hard as fuck.
Well, how can you be in love when you love everyone at the club?
You know?
Clock that tea.
Wait, clock it, because why did somebody...
What do you mean clock it? What do you mean?
Why did somebody comment on Instagram?
What?
They said, okay, so we made this video of us doing a dance, and it was like, we said in the caption, like, which one is the thought and like which one is shy. And Julian had on a purple shirt, I had on a black shirt. Someone commented, they said the one on the purple shirt looked like he'd be running numbers up on Jacked and Grindr.
Yeah.
And do.
And then
Don't forget Sniffy.
And they said the black shirt is a tease and don't give up that punani.
I can't.
And that's a lie.
It's no.
No, yeah, I have been in love. I love hard. But you know, there's this thing now where I'm so guarded now when it comes to like relationships, because I've just been so led on in the past as far as emotions, where we're 6 months deep in, we're a year deep in, and suddenly I don't know if I want to, I don't know how I feel. I'm like, we've been at this for a year.
But up until that point, like, you would say you were in love with this
person? Well, because you do everything that you would do with a partner, but you just don't have the title.
Oh, you're not in a relationship and you saying you're in love?
Well, no, hold on.
Because that's what it sounded like.
You can be in love in a situationship.
Coty, would you like to comment?
You can be in love in a situationship. No, I'm not saying that.
But I've been in love.
I'm not saying I love my situationship. I wasn't in love with my situationship, but I'm saying you can be in love with somebody and not be even dating them. Like
well, here's the thing. I've been in love with a lot of my ex-boyfriends, but I think love is one of the things where it comes and goes, and
it does.
And love is one of those things where you have to work on it, because if someone's giving you love and you reciprocate the love back, you maintain the love there. But when you're giving the love and then that person is no longer giving you that, and then you go away, the feeling starts to fade away. So
it does. It really does. How do you like to be courted?
Huh?
How do you like to get picked up on? How do you like somebody to pull up on you?
Earlier you said you're dominant, but do you like for guys to approach you?
Oh yeah. Yeah. The one they always use, is always, oh my god, you're so much cuter in person on TV. Or they're like, oh my god, they're like, you're so hot in drag, like you're such a cute boy too. And then I'm like, I see where this is going. Because sometimes I don't pick up on like when people are hitting on me, whatever. And I'm very oblivious to it. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like I went to Mexico once, and there was a fine ass man. We were out at the club, and he was like hitting on me, whatever. I didn't know he was until the next day. He like tapped me on Grindr, and he's like sent me a photo. I was like, oh my god, we were literally hanging out last night. He was like, yeah, I want to fuck you. He was like, did you not know? And I was like, well, it must have went over my head.
Well, no.
Well, no, but I mean, honestly, a DM would suffice.
I know that's right.
I love DM.
You were low key on my head the other like our last episode because I said I use social media. As,
how was that on your head?
You were throwing a little shade.
Well,
no, I wasn't.
Would you? Because you rather get declined via DM than in person.
I will get declined like I don't care about getting declined. I am very like confident in myself I shoot my shot 110% of the time, even if I feel like that person.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
I feel like that person may be like out of my league. I'm still gonna. What qualities do you?
You was looking at shit rock last night.
You know what? You are gonna stop with the lies on my show.
Okay, Julian.
I think you're coming on my show.
Period. What qualities do you look for in a man?
Oh, I'm not really about looks. I mean,
not physical.
No, like, hold on. Damn.
Courted? What does that mean?
Girl, so ghetto.
The crickets. Bishop, I don't get courted.
No, but besides, like, I'm not really someone that looks for looks because I did some little ugly boys. But really, okay, it's very specific. You can't be too much as far as like when we go out with my friends. You can't try to be the center of attention.
You have to be the center of attention.
No, not even me. We're chill. We're having a good time. Lovable. Someone that gives a fuck, someone that cares, and that's gonna put effort. Honestly, like I hate this whole thing now in society where we have to be so nonchalant about how we feel and like, oh, we'll be cool.
Right? Everyone's so like fuck feelings.
No, like if you like someone, let that fucking person know. Right. Bring that person flowers. Bring that person, go on dates and do shit like that. Girl, I turned 30 this year. I don't have time for little kids game where. Oh, well, I'm not going to text back quick because, girl, text the bitch back.
Exactly. No, right? Like, and I mean, I'll double text if I have to every once in a while.
Maybe I'll send 4 texts and a FaceTime.
Okay.
Mwah.
Oh, I'll very much FaceTime.
When they don't answer?
I'm going on Instagram and see if your little green bubble's on. I'm going to Instagram call you.
I turn that off. I don't have that on.
Oh, my God, Instagram.
Oh, don't worry. I have ways to find out how you're online.
Right? Because I would check the Twitter. Like, have you been tweeting?
I know what I'm going to check for you. But I'm leaving it at that.
You are definitely going to leave that at that. And we're going to move on to the next question.
Yo, okay. What's been your favorite drag look?
Ooh.
On yourself.
On myself,
Yeah.
My favorite drag look. I recently did a project that won't come out for a while. And I looked so... Did I show you?
I was going to say, can I comment on that?
Wait, okay. Did I show you?
You showed
Yeah.
me.
No, that's the one I did today. But I'm going to show you. Obviously, we can't show anyone because
It's crazy.
But wait, you're about to gag.
Okay. Where was that at?
She can't.
You can tell me the studio.
No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Sickening.
What's been the biggest lesson you've learned after Drag Race?
I've been giving a lot of opportunities, a lot of blessings. I've been given the opportunity to take care of people that need help or family and stuff. And I think my biggest lesson is to just continue being that bitch. And I mean that in the best way possible. It's gotten me to where I am now. I've worked very hard and I've been told a lot to not be so cocky or overconfident. No, be that. Be your own fucking cheerleader. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, no one is gonna be that for you or your biggest cheerleader more than you are. And now I have 2 TV shows coming out this year. I was up for 2 other TV shows that passed on, but I just been hit with a lot of blessings, and I don't know. To me, I'm just like enjoying the fruits of my labor now. Where if it comes off cocky, then so fucking be it. But when you're that girl and it's right. And I think that I've been doing everything correct so far in my life and my career that's led me up to this. And also with the help of my friends back at home, because like, I mean, Brandon is Brandon is a huge.
He's your right hand.
Like the backbone of like. 'Cause there are times you can get a little in your head.
Shout out to Brandon.
Shout out to Brandon. You can get a little big head, and you need those friends. That's what Tsunami, Brandon, Lucas, and Muse. They're there to like bring me back down to earth. But I have a really great support system, and I don't know. I think the biggest lesson is to like shoot for the stars, or shoot for the moon, shoot for anything in the fucking sky. You're gonna land on something
In the sky.
In the shoot for the sky. Because it sounds so corny when people are like, if it could happen to me, it happens to you. But when I tell you, I'm literally this little hood.
Puerto Rican princess?
Add this again. I'm literally this little hood boy from the South Bronx who grew up so poor, who, almost didn't graduate from high school, who didn't know what the fuck he wanted to do after high school. Didn't know what he wanted to do in life, period. I'm now in a place in my life where I feel if I die tomorrow, I'll be content. If I would have died, or the RP people, if I would have died at 25 years old after doing Drag Race, I would have been content. If I would have died tomorrow, because I've accomplished so much shit in my life that I would have never imagined. I've done things, visited places, met people, the people in my DMs. When Miley Cyrus, Ariana Grande, and Edward, who's the publisher of British Vogue, were in my DMs during Drag Race, telling me how much they live for me, and you're like, wow, okay, there's something here that people see, that it's not arrogance. People see the hard work you put in, and it's nice to know that people see that. I don't know. To me, I'm happy with everything that's happened so far. So now going into my 30s, where I heard that's when the life really starts. I'm excited for that.
And doesn't it feel like that now that you're about to enter 30?
I'm so excited. People are
the mentality,
so
the growth.
Like, I'm so excited to turn 30, honestly. So
I just turned 35, and it was literally
damn.
Bitch,
damn,
you are
mama.
literally right behind me. You are right there behind me.
She's 30. Not too much of my sister.
Okay.
She's about to be 31
Ooh, clock that tea.
in a couple days.
Weeks.
Days. But I turned 35, and like before, I was just like.
Continue. Sorry.
Before I was just like, yes, this is my birthday, like it's another year, but like I really do feel like I'm in a new, like I'm turning a new leaf. But yeah, like I know like my mindset is starting to switch a little bit more, because I am literally making my own dreams come true with my upcoming project that I'm going to release. Like before I was just like, maybe I can get in contact with somebody, or like I can start working with somebody, but I literally put myself in a position to make my own dreams come true, like to actually see myself as an artist, and I'm doing that now.
When are we gonna see that?
Literally in a couple weeks, if not less than a month.
Okay.
Like literally.
Because the streets are waiting.
The streets are waiting.
I want to release it like right now.
No, keep them waiting. Keep that anticipation good and great.
No one knows at this point.
Oh, they do now. No, and this is why I tell people all the time, like, if you have a dream, doesn't matter what it is. If you want to be a bus driver, a chef, a fucking airplane pilot, whatever, like, do it. Go for it. It's you throw it at the wall. If it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You try something new. But
that video, that little girl that says she want to be pregnant.
Speaking of being pregnant, do you have any hidden talents?
Well. We won't get into those, but
no, let's get into it. What do you have hidden talents? Like for real? You can't.
What do you do that we don't know?
Yeah.
Oh, baby, I think you know. Hidden talents? I don't know if my talents are hidden. I think I'm pretty open with everything that I do.
You can't juggle?
No. Let's see.
I can.
You can juggle.
I could juggle three balls.
He actually took clown
school.
He was in clown
She
school.
could juggle 2 things. Wait, you went to clown school?
Fuck no. Those were my motor development course. Anyway, thank you so.
No, we have one more question.
Damn. She's gonna rush me out of the fucking podcast.
What's next for Kandy Muse? What can we expect?
Oh my God. Well, next for Kandy Muse, I have House of Villains coming out later this fall. I have Slaycation coming out later this winter. And I'm just, going back on tour and doing more television and just really enjoying doing more TV.
Do you think you'll get to a point where you're gonna fall back from this, or do you want to keep momentum going?
Well, no, I think it would be dumb to fall back now. We're having 2 TV shows airing this year after just doing 2 TV shows in the last 4 years, the last 3 years. It's great. I want to continue doing more television. I want to continue doing more reality TV, and in hopes that it will lead to something else. In hopes that it will land me on someone's table. Land in a movie, or I don't know. You really just never know with this business. Honestly, when I did the iCarly special, when I was a guest on iCarly on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Or when I did the Brady Bunch special on Paramount Plus. Or when I had my own talk show. But these things they come to fruition out of thin air. You just never know. So I don't know. I'm excited to just see myself back on TV. 2 TV shows in 1 year is fucking sickening. And I don't know. I'm kind of just like I said, enjoying the fruits of my labor. I've worked really hard. I'm nonstop on the road. I'm kind of taking a little, not break, but it's a slow down from.
No, this bitch works. You are in a different city, multiple cities every week.
A country,
right?
continent.
Okay,
Over the equator.
Okay, in my international superstar. Okay,
right. But I'm very lucky and blessed, and I don't take it for granted at all, because the same way it was all given, it can all be taken away. I'm just enjoying it.
Period.
And we enjoyed you.
Thank you for finally agreeing to come. Finally,
I know.
You agreed a long time ago.
I agreed a long time ago.
Came, yeah.
No, well, like I said, I have to wait for y'all to stop being uncanceled. But no, I'm so happy to be here and be with the duels and be with my Ken and my Barbie. And finally, we're here.
Yes, thank you for coming on Same Mom. Oh wait. Thank you for coming on
Y'all get it
Same
together.
Mom, Different Dads. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, forward, share it with a friend. You can follow us on YouTube at Same Mom, Different Dads Podcast. On social media, we are Same Mom, Diff Dads on all platforms. If you want to keep up with me, This is Julian B on everything, except TikTok. I really don't use my TikTok though.
You don't. I'm on everything C_the3rd. So tap in. And
this is Kandy Muse.
And you can Google me.
Ooh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm the Kandy. You know what's so funny? I say the Kandy Muse, but the at name is actually the Kandy Muse, because I didn't realize
it's 2 E's.
Another E. And
Actually, no. It's not another E. It's only...
There's a vowel?
Yeah. The next word is a vowel.
Yeah.
Is a K a vowel?
No.
It would be the Andy Muse.
So the Kandy Muse is correct?
No.
Oh, so it's not correct?
No.
So it's the Kandy Muse.
The Kandy Muse.
Oh, how ugly. I hate everything about that. I'm going to change my at name, but I'm going to lose my verified badge.
Until next time, we will see you guys later.
Thank you for tuning in.
And thank you for coming on my show.
Okay.
Yup.